Hi, I'm Heather Hanson, and this is the Super Groovy Cosmic Bus, and I'm here at CymaSpace with The Cry. They just got back from tour, so let's talk to them. Tell us who the hell you are.
I'm Brian, I play lead guitar and sing.
I'm Ray, I play guitar and sing.
I'm Mouse, I play drums.
I'm Dave, I play bass and sing.
So you guys had a tour. How'd it go? Were you good? Did people boo you, or...?
Probably our most successful tour yet. It was actually really great. Most of the shows were packed.
Stories? No booze? Okay. What about boobs?
We saw some titties.
Okay.
Cinco de Mayo, San Diego. The bar was dead, but some lady just got drunk enough and flashed everybody in the place.
Nice.
Ever been to Coachella?
Yeah.
Nice.
Showed us her old things.
A few times, actually.
Okay.
We like old things. Don't get us fooled.
She was showing us outside, and we're like standing back, just taking it all in. And she's like, "Why y'all scared? Ain't you never been to Coachella before?"
Why y'all backing away from us?
I popped out the womb in 91 and wrote that. When it first hit me. Ryan was 1 year old when that thing came out, but we were old enough to party.
For an older lady, though, her titties were kind of nice, I'm not going to lie. And then, like, didn't she cut out her shirt? She had, like, an over jacket on, but then, like, cut it out a square for her titties.
No, she had a
What?
tube top on.
Yeah,
and
tube
then
top.
Mike.
She left it down. She left her tube top down, but put a t-shirt on over it, so she just fucking...
It was kind of killer.
Cinco de Mayo.
Is that like a highlight or
I had
the
a fear
highlight?
boner.
That's a highlight.
A fear boner?
A fear boner.
Wow, I'm gonna have to investigate that. I've never heard of that
You
yet.
can check it out sometime.
Okay. Not you.
I think it's so cool because it's part of the style.
You guys are young and you kick ass. So when did you start playing music?
I started as a kid. Like, there was always a piano in my house, so I was always fucking around on that. Picked up trumpet in elementary school, got really bored of that really fast, started playing guitar.
Let's see, I've been playing music since I was like 11 years old, just, you know, playing Ramones songs. Playing rock and roll and punk since I was like, you know, popped out of the womb pretty much.
When I was like 12 years old, I started getting interested in music, and I wanted to play drums, but I sucked. So I decided that I was going to try and play something else with strings, so I bought a bass.
I started on the guitar, now I play the drums.
It's pretty good too.
He's not, but he's great. Nah, I'm kidding. I like the way he plays.
All right.
First time I've told him that.
Aw,
And the last.
that's a special moment right here at CymaSpace. First and only time ever. Okay, another thing about you guys, you're awesome, you're fun, you put on great shows, but you also dress amazingly. Like, when did this start? Do you dress yourselves? Do you do this every day?
Of course we dress
Ray,
ourselves.
you've always dressed pretty outrageously. I was a little more reserved. When we started, like 3 years ago, we'd get stoned and watch this Tom Petty documentary and saw how they dressed. Like,
Nice.
polka dot button-ups and shit. So we're like, whoa, that's what a real band looks like. So
You gotta look cool.
Here we are.
I remember like when we were first starting.
we didn't look that cool.
We didn't look that cool at all, man. We were first figuring out what looked cool and what didn't. You know, we'd be like wearing polka dots and stripes, and then over the years we found out you don't do that. Fucking only clowns do that. Bubba the Clown wears polka dots and stripes.
Totally.
You know what I mean? And also, like, you know, we do our hair the way we like to do our hair. The way we like to see rock and roll bands from back in the day look, we look like them. And we'll not look like them as in like, hey, man, you see what he wore in 78 on that tour? That's me.
Right.
No,
right.
nothing like that. More like, you know, you take what you learn, you take what you got, and then you make it into your own. I mean, most of the shit I'm wearing right now came from my mom's closet. And I'm pretty sure all four of these boys can say the same thing.
Moms or girlfriends.
Moms or girlfriends,
Nice.
You know what I'm saying?
Hey, we're just trying to get too close. Here's the thing, I'm about to dance with her. Is that okay?
Well, honey,
Let me do a little dance with Shao. Do a little dance with Shao. Oh, shit.
Stop it. No, take that off of there. Bless his little heart.
Fucking everyone looks so boring and plain. You don't know who's fucking in the band and who's
That's true.
in a fucking at the river, you know what I mean? Broed out wearing sandals. You're
Right.
like, what's up, man? I play guitar and the blah blahs. And you're like, well, I'm in the fucking cry. We look cool as fuck. And what's your girlfriend's name? You know what I mean? It's just
Exactly.
simple as that.
Here's the thing about love.
Oh, okay. I met you guys in September of last year, and it was at Ash Street Saloon, and you opened for the Vibrators, which is kind of cool.
Oh, it was a great time.
Yeah. And you played with King Louie at Rom Tom's like last month.
That's a wild guy. We like him a lot.
That was wild. That was wild.
He was a source of inspiration for me, at least. I mean, I don't know. Something about him. He has a true spirit.
Yeah.
And all that hippie
He's a
talk.
rock and roll motherfucker,
He is,
dude.
man. He has heart.
Straight up. Anyone else that's like legendary or notable or someone that you
Well,
worked with?
we just got actually back from a tour with Paul Collins, and Paul Collins is a true spirit too, man. He fucking knows. He's been doing rock and roll for nothing since he started, and he's still doing it, and he's still shaking his dick every night, and he's doing it up.
Nice.
Isn't that right, boys?
And you're playing with him tonight? Are
We're
you?
playing with him tonight at
That's-
East End.
You told me you played with someone really awesome that you were stoked about.
We didn't play
Or
with
you
them,
met
but
him?
we on a fluke in San Francisco on this tour we met Cyril Jordan of the Flaming Groovies.
Nice.
Oh, yeah.
And he was really digging it, which was pretty encouraging. And
Yeah.
yeah, he had a lot of good things to say.
Yeah.
and it was really an honor to hear somebody that's in such a big name in power pop who's toured Europe and Japan, has been around since the '60s, playing the same music he has.
Wow.
Come up to us and tell us he's the best. We're the best band he's seen in 10 years.
Wow.
He said he'd hit up the dude from Sire Records
Seymour
for
Stein.
us.
Nice.
Signed the Ramones, Dead Boys,
Oh,
countless
my.
others.
Yeah.
I have a friend who played with the Ramones.
Oh, we also met Corey Duffel
Corey
in
Duffel,
San
you're the
Francisco.
man.
Pro skater Corey Duffel.
Trade, flip, or die.
Hit us up, man. We'll send you some shit.
You also have like a wide age range of bands. My niece is 3 years old and she loves modern Cinderella. She's like, play the Ha Ha song because it talks about going home on the bus. She
Yeah.
calls me Ha Ha, so
I like
she likes
buses,
it.
and
Like buses.
I don't know. I think older people like us because it reminds them of their youth. I think younger people like us because we're young and in your face and don't give a fuck.
Right.
And I think little kids like it because little kids are little kids and they like something they can sing along to. And, you know, we're sing along fun bands.
Okay. Songwriting. When did you start writing songs? Where does it come from?
Like, when did I start writing songs ever? Or when did I start writing songs for The Cry?
How about For the Cry? Let's do that.
Oh, well then For The Cry I probably started in 2010,
10.
which I wrote probably Such a Bore and
I want to know.
I Want to Know and things like that. But here's the thing is I wrote a few songs like Such a Bore and Alone in the Dark and Wouldn't Last. And that's when I hit up Brian Grace, being like,
No,
hey,
dude,
man.
we didn't write. Wouldn't last until after we'd like been
Oh, well,
kicking
then maybe
it.
not wouldn't last.
No, such a bore, and I want to know. You're like, I got these songs.
Yeah.
Come over and jam. So I was like, okay. Bust out his mom's box of wine and some fucking resin, and we just stay up all night.
There you go. That's all you
Working
need.
shit out.
That's what you gotta do.
Yep.
And then after that, me and Brian were down with it, and we said, you know, there's some killer songs, let's write more. And then after that, we just kept writing, and we put together a few demos, and that's what Mouse heard. I guess we had no idea, but Mouse was in his bedroom with an old lady jamming out these tunes, just being like, I love this shit. And we tried to get Berkey. The thing about Berkham is we saw he was in a rock and roll band, and we said, well, here's the thing, let's cut it and let's get him with our bands. And we saw him and we said, hey man, why don't you come with us? And
Let's do a recording project.
yeah, but we knew by saying recording project he'd be a part. But if we said, hey dude, join our band,
Right.
he'd be kind of like, I'm already in a band. Who's doing better than you guys? But then we said, hey, come on with us. And with the band there was some problems, you know, drugs and people knocking up chicks and shit like that. So we couldn't do it. And we had to hit up Mousy Ramone to be in a music video with us. And then after that music video, we saw that he was killing it on the drums.
Here, Brian, tell them all what you thought I was, who you thought I was before.
Oh, yeah. No, Mouse hit Ray up on Facebook. Like, hey, if you guys ever need a drummer, like, hit me up. I thought Mouse was like some, like, 39-year-old punk dude, drunk as fuck, with, like, a mohawk and a skateboard. Like, yeah, some toothless old dude, like...
Oh, that's Rat. That's me in 20 years. That's Rat.
Seriously.
Not Mouse.
Nice.
And then we drive by his house one day to pick him up for that video, and this little-ass kid jumps in the van. I'm like, hi, you're Mouse?
Nice.
Okay.
I mean, me and Bride Cry didn't stop. You know what I'm saying? We're still writing songs. We're in our heart of heart, we're gonna be where we are now. We didn't fucking have any doubts about it.
know,
And not just where we are now, but where we'll be in 20 years, which is on the fucking top of the game.
We went from watching a Tom Petty documentary, seeing like the crowds they played to, and thinking, "Wow, I want to do that shit," to this.
We went from watching documentaries of bands being on tour to being on tour and doing our own thing,
And actually living it.
and it is a way of life. It's become a part of us. You know, we wake up every day thinking about the Cry. We don't fucking. It's not. Some people live their lives being like, hey, you know, maybe this Monday I'm gonna play a show at fucking blah blah blah's saloon, and it's gonna be all right. Nah, man, that's cool for some people, but for the Cry, we don't want to
Every
work.
day.
We don't want to.
Yeah,
I don't
wanna
want to be
date-
a fucking factory guy.
I don't
who
want to
lives his
fucking
whole life 9
sort
to 5
packages.
miserable. It all comes from the right spots. At least I know me and Brian, when we write, I mean, it's not coming from a place where we're like, hey man, let's make $1 million and write a hit tonight. No, it's let's get out these feelings that we have inside of us and put out a song.
You
And
sit
not
down.
to be hippie-ish about it, but you know, it all comes from inside of us, and it's all real natural
You
shit.
can't like force it. It just kind of comes out. You'll be sitting there trying to write a song like, fuck, I need to get this done, and nothing comes out, or it just sounds like shit. It's when you least expect it, and you're just sitting there fucking around on a guitar like, oh shit, I got a tight riff, I'm gonna write that down, and then it just goes.
The best songs I've ever written usually come out in 5 minutes. I mean, I know for a fact on Modern Cinderella, I mean, I was sitting there 1 minute making fun of something, the next minute Modern Cinderella comes out.
Yeah.
I remember when we wrote
Dangerous Game.
Yeah, I mean, we were sitting there making fun of a car song,
Yeah.
and all of a sudden,
It's like, whoa, that was
wanna ride
cool.
alone on the subway.
Wait, play that
like,
again.
Yeah, Brian's like, play that again, man. And I was like,
That's
okay,
tight.
let's put it in eighth notes and fucking do it right. And that's what we did, and you know, that's our next single coming out. So make
Nice.
sure to grab that.
That's your next single. What was the name?
Dangerous Game.
Dangerous Game.
17.
And 17.
I think
Nice.
17 is
17.
going to be the A side.
You guys have another album coming out, right?
Yeah.
When is that happening?
We're working on it. We're about halfway through.
Sweet.
We recorded like 12 tracks, but we're only probably going to use like 6 of those.
Groovy.
So we gotta get some new shit down here.
Good.
We're also window shopping for labels.
Yeah, we're
Okay.
shooting for
I don't know.
like, I don't know, early mid-fall release. And we've been talking to some like overseas labels about putting out the second record and then making more copies of the first one, so we get more vinyl in our hands.
But I mean, we are in the studio and we are working on number 2, and it is very good. And we got some new singles out. We have Discotheque, which is a split with The Connection from Portland, Maine, the other Portland.
One more thing, Japan and Europe. You said that's always a possibility. You might maybe
It's a
make
definite
it.
possibility. We've been talked to about touring over there, but we don't have the funds like at all
We want to
right
make them
now.
wait a little.
Yeah.
We'd love to, and we'd love to find the means to do that, but as of now, we just don't have it, and we can't. If we hit the lotto, we'd be over there in a second.
Yeah.
I'd choose Spain.
Well, it seems like that's where our biggest fan base is as well.
And I'm sure if we
don't-
went to
we don't
Spain-
have-
In
we don't-
Japan?
in Europe and Japan.
Okay, wow.
Like, we have no one in the States putting out our record. It's all been in like labels
for the
overseas.
Okay.
Yeah. Aside for the split.
Mr. Records.
I think that's good. Anything else you guys want to say?
Bye.
Bye,
Bye,
cry or
Mom.
die, bitches. I mean, cry or
Cry or
die.
I
die.
love you, Ma.
I love you too,
I'm on TV.
Janet.
Ray wants your mom.
I
Sorry.
want your mom. I don't want Janet. Janet's an angel. Let that be known.
Janice an angel.
Hey, and my mom, Victoria Nelson, she's a saint as well.
Meatloaf.
She makes good meatloaf.
Good meatloaf.
Makes good food, period.
She makes good food, period. That's right.
So I'm Heather Hanson. This is a super groovy Cosmic Bus. We've been sitting here with The Cry. They're awesome. They're badass. Ray wants your mom. And you should go see their shows. So, yeah, rock on, man. CymaSpace. Check this place out.
Cry or die.
We'll be back.
It's super sexy.
Look at this. How can I not be
If you're an American Pie, eat you up. What's that mean? You too, Mama. I see you running away giggling.
We're gonna descend to like first grade level.
That's perfect. That's
With sauce in the court.
Now make sure they can see your face, right? You gotta hold it low and slow. Pro Tools check, 1, 2.
That point I'm trying to sing, I smell it. It smells like butthole. Lick it if you want.
Ryan will lick it.
Gnarly.
Yeah,
It's
sometimes we
cute.
get drunk and I taste
You
it.
gotta taste it, man.
I'm not there.
What's it taste like?
Try it. You ever eaten gum from Bubblegum Alley? I pulled some off the wall and put it in this mouth of mine. Macaroni! Hey, how you doing?
Brass knuckles, baby. Gonna pop you in the mouth.
Later.
Tastes like your fingernail.
I'll taste it. It is delicious. It tastes like clean rectum.
Anal hygiene. It's really important.
That's what our first question is. Do you keep your rectum clean?
Exactly.
Of course I believe shit. Do you?
This is a salon. Street. Really good job.
Rip in the tearing, the clean it.
Okay. You ready, guys?
I love these guys.
I do too.
See, we're here with Heather Hanson from Super Groovy Cosmic Bus. I would just like to ask you, Heather.
That's Bus. And how does it feel to be a winner?
A winner.
You've succeeded.
It feels great to be on the winning team.
Follow the yellow lines, baby. Follow the yellow lines.
You're not the first to deep throat the bus. Boy Funk was
I
the
doubt
first.
it.
Been done.
Me and Brian are double-headed dildos.
Our first 5 minutes in Oakland, we saw a crack deal go down right in front of us. And like broad fucking daylight, middle of the street, like this dude just hands out a white bag. Like, oh!
Wow, I've never seen that before. You guys also before this.
I mean, there's that. Nah, that's a lie. We're not the best. Ooh, we are, but there's Tom Petty. There's a few others running around. That's him.
We're trying to be the best.
That's right. We're trying to. And it's gonna happen.
The Coop, we're coming after you, baby.
Yeah, well, actually, we're talking Coop Golden Years. We're not talking Coop this year.
We're not talking Emerald Queen Casino.
Thank you. That's all.
You know, sometimes you rub your nose when you rub your eye, and
Chill,
just get a
bud.
little style, you know?
Cry or Die. Second album coming out. Coming for all y'all.